day fighting flames, saving lives.
We see a lot of stuff.
They are fearless and courageous, rescuing complete strangers when no one else will.
It can harbor a lot of stress on the person.
But what happens when it's one of their own who needs rescuing?
It's the worst thing that can ever happen.
There's too many families getting hurt by all this.
What happens when it's one of their own whose life is at stake?
It's not fair.
Should the fire department have stepped in sooner?
December 2009.
I got to say goodbye, you know. And that's one thing, as much as it hurt seeing him like that, it was an opportunity that I do cherish.
35-year-old Phoenix firefighter Sean Johnson, a man whose job included saving lives, suddenly ended his own.
I don't know how he got to where he was.
For whatever turmoil that was tearing Sean apart on the inside, on the outside, he was a kind-hearted prankster, a musician, a military veteran, and an outdoorsman. Gone in an instant. Phoenix fireman Adam Cayazzo went through the fire academy alongside Sean. They became close buddies. Adam spoke at Sean's funeral.
Honor him by hopefully this never happened to any of us.
But it did happen again. Just 3 months later, 2 more Phoenix firefighters killed themselves in March and then April. One of them, a retired fireman who told his son he was having trouble sleeping at home and planned to stop by the Phoenix fire station to get some rest. That was the day he killed himself.
It's a wake-up call for all agencies.
I never realized truly the hurt that's involved till it happens to you.
And then in July, the Phoenix Fire Department suffered another loss.
I miss him very much.
33-year-old Corey Nelson, a father of young children, killed himself too.
I know because of how he was that he wouldn't have left his family like this because he cared about all of us.
4 firemen gone, ending their own lives.
This is the fire station where Corey and Sean spent some time as Phoenix firefighters. First responders like them are at an even higher risk of suicide simply because of the unique stresses of the job. But there are other contributing factors: depression, substance abuse, finances, even relationship issues. Firefighters also told us there's a macho culture that can exist on the job, and that can make it difficult for these everyday heroes to reach out for help.
What can be done to affect that culture, though, so somebody can feel comfortable to come forward?
Probably the fire chief saying it's okay to ask for help. If I say that and I believe that, and it's good to be strong and it's good to be courageous, but it's also good to ask for help.
Do you believe that when you say it?
I do believe it. Well, I thought the world of Chris Bishop. I worked with Corey's dad. You know, I don't want to see one more young person die needlessly.
Phoenix Fire Chief Bob Kahn says he held meetings about the suicides with his captains, trying to educate his crews about suicide warning signs. The department already has an employee assistance program and a system called Friends Helping Friends, mostly aimed at helping people struggling with substance abuse. But it wasn't until Corey Nelson killed himself, the 4th suicide, that he formed a special task force focusing on what he calls a problem within the department.
Should the fire department have stepped in sooner?
If I could do something that would put all these people back on fire trucks, I would do that. To second guess it, I would say that's probably not a healthy thing for me to do.
The chief is looking forward now for ways to help his crews. Crisis experts say a person must be willing to reach out for help in order to get it. The problem, they say, in some cases, firefighters need something that trained professionals can't give them.
They're going to go to a peer because they're the ones that they trust, that say, you understand what I go through here on the job.
It's a physically and mentally demanding job that right now requires a physical exam to be cleared for work in the field.
Is there anything like that for mental health?
I think there should be.
Will you make that change?
I think we're looking at how we do that.
For the survivors, including retired Phoenix firefighter Steve Nelson, who lost his son Corey.
He's probably looking down laughing at us all now and telling me to get over it.
Getting over it may never be possible, but making a change in someone else's life is.
You're not alone. There's a lot of people out there that will help you out and seek it and embrace it and be positive about things.
The new task force will be making recommendations for changes at the department in mid-November, and we will be following up on that. We're also sending our story to the International Association of Firefighters to get their response about this issue, and we'll let you know what they say. I'm investigator Jane Gliha, ABC 15 News.